Hello my Virgos, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel this month. We're going to be doing a reading here for the new moon cycle in Libra, which is from October 19th through to November 18th. I just want to let you know that I am hoping to hit the 5,000 subscriber mark this month, so please, if you like this reading or if you like the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If I do hit 5,000, as a thank you to all of my subscribers, I will be doing a number of 5-card readings for $5 through the month of October all the way through to November. So as many as come through, I will be doing them. Okay, so let's try and hit 5,000 subscribers, and just as a thank you, I'll be putting that offer up on my website. Okay, this reading is going to be all about relationships, love, with Jupiter moving into the sign of Scorpio, excuse me, and the sun in Libra and a number of planets in Libra. It's all about relationships, love, and sex this month. So that's what the focus is. I'm doing a 7-card reading with the Zombie Tarot, one of my favorite tarot decks. It's a lot of fun, but it also is has a lot of strong imagery, and it is also in honor of Halloween this month. All right, so here is for the sign of Scorpio, 7-card reading for this new moon cycle. All right, let me just put this back here. That is a Tao Oracle card. I'm going to go over that in a minute. We have the King of Pentacles, or the King of Hazards, in the recent past. The Strength card covering you right now. The Four of Cups in the near future. We have the Ten of Cups crowning. We have the Six of Swords reversed in the area that rules other people in your life, that other person. The Ace of Pentacles or Hazards, which is the obstacle, and the Tower coming in the outcome here. Okay. All right, a lot of really strong energy here for you, Virgo. Let me just move the cards here. And then we have the Devil reversed at the base of the deck. Okay, I'm going to move the cards here, put them in a circle so you can see them all. Sorry. Okay. All right, so I also pulled a card from the Tao Oracle deck. I'm going to do that for each of the signs. And the card that I pulled for you this month, Virgo, is the number 47 card, Oppression. Now, you know, it looks like a dark card, but what it means for me is that you may be finding this month that you are feeling exhausted, run down, tired, okay, depleted of your energy. Maybe you're working really hard. Maybe there's an emotional situation that has been draining or is draining to you right now, or that you're coming out of, you know, having gone through those experiences. So I do feel, you know, that some of you are going to kind of be feeling under the weather. It's going to be important for you to eat right, to make sure you're getting enough sleep, that you are getting enough nutrition, vitamins, all of that, and managing your stress, because, you know, this month you may be feeling somewhat cut off from the usual things that bring you happiness or the people around you. Some of you may decide that you just want to spend more time alone. You want to make sure that if you're doing that, that you're not cutting yourself off to a point where you are falling into like a state of depression, or anxiety, you know, or feeling confined. So, you know, you may be so sensitive this month, or feeling so tired, you know, that when we're tired, kind of everything is bigger or harder or heavier than it really is when we have enough energy to meet those challenges. Okay, so don't feel like you're being punished. Don't feel like you are in any way being confined or restricted. If you are not physically confined, say, you know, hospitalized, or, you know, or you're in a situation where you have to stay in, find some outlet in order to pull yourself out of this mental state. okay? There might be a lot of things on your mind that are weighing heavily on your mind this month. And again, because this focuses on relationships, there may be one relationship in particular that is weighing on you, and that you may be finding either confining to you or restricting in some way, or that, a lot of weight or responsibilities being put on your shoulders as far as this relationship is concerned, or perhaps you're just feeling cut off and, separated in some way from your partner or, from your loved one. So you want to try to do what you can to not allow that to overwhelm you. We have this King of Pentacles in the past, which is coming into this new moon cycle. The King of Pentacles can be you. It is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn influence, or it could be the influence of someone, in your life that you're involved with. Under those signs, or who has a earthy personality. This is someone who is quite successful financially. There is, he or she, it could be male or female, has money, has security, has a certain stature in society. They are able to manage a business, perhaps, or a company. They could be an entrepreneur. There's someone who is also, very strong when it comes to, the things that are acceptable in society. So marriage and family, home life, having a good reputation. Something is going on with this king that is kind of testing your strength. And I think that may be one of the reasons that this energy from, the oppressive energy may be hanging over this month. So it may be a situation where perhaps you're having some arguments, perhaps there are differences going on between the two of you. You're finding that you really need to control yourself as far as what you say or your reactions to this king. He's coming right side up, so he or she is not a bad person. I don't see them in any way being manipulative or treating you badly. But there is some tension between the two of you. There's some kind of underlying, and it may be something that's not being spoken about right now, okay? Where you are kind of just letting the energy ride, but there's really no conversation to get to the bottom of what may be causing some difficulties between the two of you. The Four of Cups in the near future, and which is probably about 2 weeks into the cycle. So we're talking about probably the second week of November. I really feel as though, it again is that Four of Cups talking about feeling a little disillusioned, feeling disappointed, maybe just bored. For some reason, it doesn't look like there is any kind of fighting or arguing going on here, but it may just be a case of being bored with the relationship, and that there's, it's the same old situation, it's the same status quo. There's no growth going on here. There's no newness here. There's, it needs to be, whatever the situation is, it needs to be infused with something new and some fresh energy in order to kind of clear the air. And you may be finding toward that second week of November that you are so focused on what's not good about the situation, or what's bothering you about this person, or bothering you, or that you're dissatisfied with, that you're not really focusing on the blessings that you have in this relationship, perhaps, okay? Now, the Ten of Cups is crowning. This is the card that usually talks about a happy home life, happy family life. This talks about a happy marriage. But, it's interesting with the energies here, the Four of Cups next to the Ten of Cups, and then the Six of Swords here reversed, which indicates the other person's energy towards you. I feel like the relationship, if you're in a relationship, it gives the impression of being the perfect situation. So for the world, it seemed like, you guys are the perfect couple. You never argue, you never fight, everybody's on the same page. You look great on social media. It looks like the perfect family situation, but there really is some underlying discontent and dissatisfaction here that is under the surface. And those things can kind of undermine a relationship just as badly as being at each other or arguing or fighting, okay? When people lose interest in making that connection and in connecting with each other, then that kind of opens up the door for other things to come in or other people to come in, okay? Not that I'm seeing anybody else here, but you just want to try and focus on the positives here, or try and infuse some new energy into the relationship if you are in a relationship. The Six of Swords here reversed in the other person's area definitely talks about a feeling of being stuck. Okay, so interesting, because the Four of Cups shows you in the near future in kind of a bored, disillusion, no new fresh energy coming in here. And the Six of Swords reverse talks about that other person feeling like they're stuck in a situation. So, you may need to really do a analysis on what's going on in the relationship. You may need to sit down and talk with this person about, what do you want? What do I want? What do you feel that we need to do here to make an improvement? Or what's good about the situation? Because what's at the end of the reading here is the Tower. I'm just skipping forward over the Ace of Pentacles here. Well, I'm not going to skip forward. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is an obstacle. Okay? So either both of you or one of you could be so focused right now on making money, on work, on growing your financial security, perhaps starting a new business, starting a new job, some offer, some really positive offer that's come through, or that will come through as a result of, just a blessing coming into your life. But it is coming up as an obstacle. So what it may mean is that there may be such a focus on this aspect of the relationship, finances, paying bills, building a financial foundation, building a foundation for the future, that you are not focusing on or not giving enough time and energy to the relating part of the relationship. And as a result of that, you have the Tower energy here. Now, the cards don't predict. They give a weather report for you of what could happen based on the energies at the time that we're laying the cards down. So we ask the question, what are the energies going to be for the new moon cycle in Libra to Scorpio? And this is what's coming up, okay? The Tower talks about some kind of shakeup, all right? And it's coming up right side up, which means that this can be something that comes out of the blue, that's unexpected, that you didn't see coming, and that may shake the foundations of this situation, this relationship that you may be in. The Tower only undermines or shakes the foundations of something that is not necessarily built on a strong foundation. So the Tower will show you where the deficit is in whatever that situation is by bringing like cold, stark truth to you about it. So, we can put some cards down to see what this Tower energy is. Before I do that, though, I want to talk about the Devil reversed. Now, the Devil usually is a situation or a person that you are tied to, that you are finding it either impossible or extremely difficult to release yourself from. Something that has you held, has you controlled. It could be a charismatic person who is a manipulative person, or it could be being tied together with someone in a situation that you want to be released from. So what I'm feeling here is that there's a lot of kind of under the surface subconscious energy going on here for you, Virgo, in that you may be wanting in this situation for something to happen, anything to happen, something new to happen, that's going to just make a change to bring you out of this state of maybe feeling oppressed or restricted or depleted. But the tagline here is be careful what you wish for, okay? Because you just might get it. So know that if you don't have a handle on, or if you don't have a good hold on, or a good if you're not on top of things and monitoring to make sure that there's communication going on here, and that you are not allowing anything to kind of come in to surprise you, then something may come through that surprises you. Some revelation, some information that you didn't have before, or some shakeup in the situation. So, you have this whole month period to kind of take a look at what's going on with you and in your relationship, and figure out if something needs to be fixed, if something needs to be changed, so that you're not caught off guard. Okay? Let me just take 3 cards from the tarot everywhere and see what this Tower energy is. Because I really feel with that Ten of Cups, because of the cards that are surrounding it, it's kind of that thing where you are relating on a superficial surface, okay, where you're kind of going through your day-to-day activity, perhaps with this other person, in a marriage, in a relationship, in a long-term partnership, and everything is kind of superficial. You're not really deeply relating, where everything looks great on the surface, but all the other cards are saying what's going on under the surface, okay? You need to address that. Let's see what the Tower is talking about here. All right, so here's the King of Pentacles coming up again. Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Okay, so you have 2 cards. Wow, this is incredible. 3 of the cards that came up in the reading here also came up covering the Tower. So this King of Pentacles, it looks like he is the one that is focused on finances and focused on financial security, but he's no longer satisfied with that either. Okay, he needs more. He's finding that, okay, yes, we have the Ten of Cups situation. We have, what on the surface looks like a perfect situation, but there's more to life than just financial security. Okay, the 3 of Wands is here. He needs more. So whether this is you as this King of Pentacles, or whether this is the person that you are dealing with, that energy is coming up strongly as somebody needs to grow and expand and make new plans, and there has to be some growth and expansion here, or the Tower energy is going to shake this relationship to the core. So my advice to you here is that you want to do whatever you can to get yourself out of this kind of letting things go and just, walking through your daily life with blinders on, not really satisfied. There's nothing really bad going on, and then this other person feeling stuck. You want to try and get a handle on this energy and see where you can move out of this state of stagnation. Okay, there is stagnation here. So, definitely take a look, analyze, have a conversation, look beneath the surface to make sure that everything is not just a pretty picture on the surface, but that you have displeasure, discontent, and that you and the other person are in a similar boat, whereas something can come along and kind of throw things completely off balance. Okay? All right, Scorpio, I'm sorry, I said Scorpio. I'm talking about the Jupiter in Scorpio. Virgo, that is your energy for this new moon cycle. Thank you again. I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and as always, I bid you namaste.